3 days. And within 3 days, 70,000 people died. 70,000. Why? Because of just Satan deceiving the nation through a leader to enter into sin. So when the laws of parliament contradict the laws of God, alas, the nation has entered into sin, and that attracts the punishment of God. Wars will come from nowhere. Actually, we are in a season. If you listen to the news carefully, you find nation A wants to fight nation B. Nation C wants to fight nation B. So that is every, and people are just, they are bragging with weapons. And if you see the level of weapons that the sizes of weapons that people are bragging to use for fighting, you wonder, is this really a weapon that is meant to kill a human being? So that is a deception of the devil to nations. He wants to bring confusion to nations, and many people, the end result will be death. So that is one of the reasons, major key reasons, God is sending with parliament to check that every law that comes from parliament should never contradict the law of God. Something like that. So that is one key reason. Yeah.
Interesting. Very big, of course, prophecy there. And I want to say, of course, this is more of a rescue from darkness.
Exactly.
According to Chronicles. Something that so many of us might have seen, and now it's coming to effect. Back to you, Pastor Bazil. It is clear the interest is up. And that is the deepest part that has really put you on the spotlight to go and represent people in the parliament. Many people have done that, and we still have some who are serving. And of course, probably you're going to join over the 500 MPs in Uganda. Possibly something that we're praying hard to happen. You served for 10 years in the council. One of the key amendments or achievements that I know in your regime was the feeding of the children at school. We've been facing so many of the challenges as school dropouts, particularly in Koboko. A lot of these cases have been there. When the program was enacted, I know it helped. I want us to, in 1 or 2, 3, what were the best things apart from what I talked about? 10 years of service, very great achievement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the side of persons with disabilities, I thought it wise that persons with disabilities needed an umbrella organization.
Okay.
An umbrella that covers the whole district. But then this umbrella association needs to have an office, needs to have money, something like that. But unfortunately, it is not easy to get money for land. So our intention was to get money for land, to establish an office, because the structures would be easier to get. But it was not, it's not easy getting government money to do what, to establish, to buy land. So we struggled, but what we were able to establish was a union, district union persons with disabilities. And then I made sure at least there must be a money source. So we worked around, we tried to play a game, though the district refused, but I played another wisdom that was able to finally get us money for the. So we're able to get government money to have chairs for the district union, to have tents for the. So now they now have leadership in place, and which leadership is facilitating the activities with an income source, something like. So that is a very great starting point. So that's one of the things that we succeeded with, apart from many other ideas. We went to Gulu tour, and the Gulu people were doing it so wonderfully. So we copied it, and we just started now moving to schools to give them awareness so that they would start, and truly it picked very well. Something like that.
You talked about the association for persons with the disabilities. I know a late Honorable Margaret Babatri may has no rest. Peace, and she was part of the team. An organization which is vibrant up to now, and it's also serving one of the greatest milestones that I might have started. And maybe I would like to know, is that organization still serving?
Yeah, it is very active. The leader is very active, doing his work very well. I'm happy. It's called Gogo Nelson, that is the chairperson. He's doing his work very perfect, and I'm very happy.
That was the foundation starting. Now, back to politics. When we talk about, of course, the MP persons or members of parliament, which are always elected by the local people. And in this case, of course, it's not something new to you that you started. 10 years down, of course, from 10 years, I think a lot that you did. When we talk of the roles, an MP is supposed to always be there. And we look at one legislation,
Mm-hmm.
enacting over the laws in
Yes.
the parliament.
Mm.
We also talk about effective representation of the
Mm-hmm.
local people
Exactly.
to the council
Mm.
or to the national. We have the budget
Mm.
approval.
Yeah.
This, among others, includes the overseas of
Mm.
other issues,
Yeah.
which always comes as emergencies.
Mm.
In one or two of the words,
Mm.
I know how, I'm just trying to enjoy the conversation with you.
Mm.
It's more than you're prepared
Mm.
for this portion.
Mm. Mm.
What are your plans
Okay.
as the MP to come?
A good leader is that fulfills the desires of his people. Now, if a village is suffering, okay, because they should know what they are suffering from. They should know their solution to the problem. Now, they have to sit their meetings, the village meetings, and come with their priorities. That for us, what we need urgently is water. What we need urgently is road. Now, those priorities, I want for every village in every sub-county, I want them to be filed in my file. There's a file that I will want those things to be there. So that now, I will be doing my sub-county tours periodically. I can set every month. I mean, every year, I do my. Now, I will be coming to see what are the priorities every village has put in the fire. Now, I will want, now, I'll touch the sub-counties. Which ones out of these priorities for ABCD have you picked and put in your budgets? Have you incorporated in your budgets? I will want to know. So when I come for my sub-county tours, I'll be coming specifically to my files. How many have you incorporated? Now, I will know. Then we find a way of reporting to them that, now people of Koboko County constituency, a village A gave this, village B. Now, we have done A, B, C, D. We have not done A, B, C, D because of reasons A, B, C, D. So that will be the way of doing things so that we account with the people. We check ourselves. That file will be checked. Now we shall measure ourselves against those. So that was what the Lord gave me as I was praying. I said, but there's something that we need to do so that we act accountable to the people.
At Capital One, we are accurate and instant.
I got. It's not good for staff just to sit in the office and think of the
And do nothing.
needs
Yeah.
and think of the needs of
Yeah.
the village. No,
Yeah.
let them come, their needs, and they present because we are there representing them and seeing into it that their needs are fulfilled. We are just mere representatives. So we speak on their behalf. So those have to come. If the sub-county can manage well and good, those priorities that the sub-county cannot manage, they come to the district. And at this district level, I always have my file. Okay? I will design my templates of how to report these things. I will design them. Particular reporting templates, I will design. Even for the village, for the sub-county, for the district. I will just only come to check what is there. How many have come from the sub-county to the district to be implemented? How many have you as a district implemented? You need to account to the people. So we shall work together, the whole process. So that is one thing.
Now, as you proceed, of course, to give us more, I know time may not allow.
Yes.
Quite prepared and a lot of things we wanted to give people of Koboko, especially people of Koboko County or the constituency. People always say, because this is already politics, they always say politics is a dirty game. And somewhere to some time, people say there is politics and leadership. Those are two different things. Of course, leaders go through politics, which is always there. For now, we have leaders who are in power, and there's still many who are to come. As someone who has been on ground, you know what's happening. In one or two, what are those gaps that as people of Kobuk did not receive or were not effective,
Okay.
were not in place, that now when you come in, you'll be able to address.
Apart from this major one that the Lord is sending me to, you see, there's a need to reorganize ourselves for development. Now, many people complain about the youth. They hate the youth just because they're doing evil. You see, something like that. And I want to tell you one thing the youth need is a leader who has got a father figure, somebody who can speak to them and they can honor. But before you speak to these leaders, you must be an exemplary leader by action. Okay, you must have done something that really can change their mindset and believe that this is a leader. And now, I just want to bring just a simple example of what I want to do. Beginning with the border.